So folks, this is one of the most disturbing stories that I've heard in a while. It was so disturbing that it took me a minute to figure out how I would even go about reacting to it or how I would even go about talking about it. There's a mother out in Texas named Kate Cox. She's 20 weeks pregnant. This is her third child, and she has a deadly genetic condition, and she needs access to an abortion. Now, the courts was going to grant her that access until Attorney General Ken Paxton stepped in and said no, and he went so far as to say that he would prosecute any doctor who tried to give Kate Cox the care she needs. So I'm just going to cut right through all the bullshit and get right down to the point here, okay? I sit here in this chair on a daily basis, and I point out hypocrisy. And I point to things that the Republican Party is saying they're going to do. And I have people in my comment section saying, oh, you're getting all bent out of shape, man. You're getting all bent out of shape. You're just pushing hyperbole. You're starting to sound like a conspiracy theorist. These things ain't really going to happen. You're reading way too much into this. And I'm going, no, they're saying they're going to do it. Yeah, well, they say that, but they're not actually going to do it. Well, they're doing it. This is really happening. Back when Roe versus Wade got overturned, and I talked about that, I had people saying, oh, you're getting all worked up. They ain't gonna let stuff like that happen. It ain't gonna really happen. It's really happening. I have people say, well, you know, man, I don't have a problem with abortion in extreme cases when the mother's life's on the line. Well, it's really happening. People will say, well, I don't have a problem with abortion if it's rape or incest. Well, those things are happening all over this country. It's really happening. People's lives are really on the line. And look at the pain and suffering that Kate Cox and her entire family is now going through because of this. This is no one's business but Kate Cox, her doctor, and her family. The state of Texas, the United States of America, should have no say in it. You want to talk about don't tread on me, keep the government's hands off of my life, then why don't you stand up for Kate Cox? And quit getting so caught up in all these ridiculous, stupid-ass culture wars that's got nothing to do with you. Don't go to the Barbie movie the next time, okay? Just stay home. Don't go. Don't watch it. You want to sit and get all bent out of shape over Hunter Biden? I don't give a shit how many prostitutes Hunter Biden bought in his life. It don't have nothing to do with what Kate Cox is going through and what mothers like her are going to go through around this country because you supported a fanatical religious cult. And that's what they are. I'm tired of saying the Republican Party because I had two grandfathers that are in the ground today that were lifelong Republicans, and I know if they were alive today, they would not be for this extreme amount of bullshit. It ain't about Democrat and Republican to me, to be dead honest with you. It's not about left versus right to me. I know that's how it gets categorized. I know that's how it gets put down. And I know that's how it comes off. But this is simply right versus wrong. We have no business telling this mother that she can't have access to the reproductive care she needs. Her life is on the line. Her entire life could be altered by it already has been altered by this moment. And people sitting back, well, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and vote Republican because I sure don't want Hunter Biden to buy another prostitute. You can say, well, that's just one extreme case. No, they're happening all over the country. This is the one we heard about. This is the one that made the news. It's happening all across this country. And Kate Cox is one of many. All because a religious cult got a hold of a political party. And because people couldn't see through the extreme nature of it all. They couldn't get past their culture wars and all the stuff that had them blinded. They couldn't move past none of that. So, it's never going to affect a man personally unless it's his wife or his daughter. So what I would say to the women out there is just please go vote. Okay, just please go vote. I really believe that the reason Andy Beshear won in Kentucky and remained governor is because the women went and voted. They probably didn't say much about it because their dumbass husband was online shouting about how he had to wear a mask during the pandemic. But just please go vote and just Because your bonehead husband, it's never gonna register in his brain until he's standing at the bedside of his daughter, and then he might shed a tear, or he may still be trying to see if they ever released Hunter Biden's laptop. I don't know, but just please go vote. And men out there that are reasonable, that has a voice of reason inside you, go to the polls. We have to worry about what's happening right here in America, because the rest of the world is always going to be in turmoil. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound cruel or cold-hearted or heartless. I hate the idea of people, of death and destruction in this world. I fucking can't stand it. But right here at home, we have got a religious cult that is dominating a party now. And we have to do everything we can to vote their asses out. Or one day we're going to be standing at the bedside of our daughter in this same scenario. And when you're in that position, yeah, Hunter Biden's laptop ain't really going to mean shit to you at that point.